Hi everyone, I'm Russ.
Mark,
And this is a spirited endeavor.
priming the pump edition.
Yes.
All right. So, so today I stopped into a new local package store, liquor store, in the area, and they're just new. They're just opened up, and I was just kind of perusing, their selection. They didn't have much of a selection. The scotches are what you would typically see in a scotch section, and the bourbons were typically what you see in a bourbons section. But he had a small area behind the counter, and had a few things on there that were interesting. Some of the stuff that we already have and have tried, like Highland Park 18 and a few others. He had a Japanese whiskey that looked really interesting. I may have to go back for that one. I wasn't prepared to buy that one today.
Yeah.
But one that he did have out here is one from Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. So this is the Reservoir. And this one is a 50% ABV, and it's finished in wine casks.
Yeah. Now we've had Reservoir before, and we really enjoyed it.
We really did.
However, it did not have this finish.
It did not. So this one is special. Special edition. He says he got one bottle of this. So we've got one bottle of this.
And it is an interesting bottle. It looks like a wine bottle, which I think is really cool given the finish on it.
I know it's pretty darn cool, actually.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, just based on what's in the bottle there, it looks dark. So it looks like that wine finish really there's some depth to that.
Yeah, for sure. And there's like a little red cast to it too.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I thought was interesting. They don't have it does not have an age statement.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. So, but I think we're gonna get into this one and try it.
Yeah. I was gonna say it looks like that might be a butt kicker right there.
Oh, I think it is.
It'll be nice to see somebody else fumble with that.
Yeah.
The last one just kicked my butt.
Yeah. This one is.
We might need a kniff for that.
Yeah, I think so.
We have the technology.
All right, thank you. Let's kniff it.
Careful, it is sharp as all get out.
All right, and we're just gonna cut away.
Even the label looks like something off of a wine bottle. Matter of fact, when Mark picked this up and handed it to me, the first thing I thought is, oh, we're doing wine reviews now. I wouldn't put it past us.
No.
Just saying.
No, yeah.
Stranger things.
Yep, stranger.
Oh, that is going to totally kick our butt. It's going to be one of those.
It is going to be one of those.
Son of a biscuit. Well, here, have another go if you need it.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if we could saber it.
Oh, that would be...
It's in a wine bottle. I wonder about the cork on that one.
Maybe we should have sabered this.
We might, yeah.
All right, I think there might be enough here. There we go.
Hey, victory! Look at
yes.
that. And a rewarding sound to go with it. It damn well better be.
I know, right? Look at that. I mean, that was actual chips of wax.
That is impressive.
Man, I'm going to have to clean this deck.
That's damn.
Yeah. They did not spare the expense with the wax.
No, they most certainly did not. It looked cool.
It did. Yep. There is that.
All right. Well,
okay, let's get into it.
Let's see if it lives up to the effort on that one. Oh, yeah, that is very red.
Yes.
Like really red.
Like really red.
Okay, so clearly it was red wine that this was matured with. Or...
Yeah, that's a... Yeah, wow. That's dark. It doesn't say what kind of red wine, or at least certainly I didn't look it up here. Yeah, bourbon whiskey finished in a wine cask.
Yeah, well, it
Maison de Cuivre.
It was definitely a red wine cask.
Maison de Cuivre.
Oil seemed decent.
Yes. Oh, that is dark.
It is
dark
like
and red.
Super dark.
Oh.
Oh wow, that is like straight up wine finish.
That is a straight up wine finish. Yeah, there is dark fruit in that. I get a little bit of alcohol vapor and a little bit of ethanol.
Could almost pass for a scotch.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I mean, it does seem to have a little bit more in common with a scotch than it does with a bourbon.
Yeah. I mean, finding a scotch with this sort of finish is not that unusual, although this one's probably a bit more intense on the nose than what we've gotten before. Very few of them come across quite that strong.
Yeah, that's Yeah, dark fruit, and I'm not getting like the caramel or cherry notes and everything like you typically
No.
get with a bourbon.
Just a lot of the wine influence. Maybe a hint of oak to it.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
a little.
yes, for sure. There is a there is a little oakiness in there.
But there's no way I wouldn't be able to. If somebody poured this for me blind, I couldn't tell that this was based on bourbon. Not yet.
Not yet. All right. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Very dry.
Very dry.
Very dry.
Oh, there it is. Found the bourbon.
Found the bourbon. Yep. Yep. There's
Found the oak too.
Yeah. Oh my
Wow.
God. So yeah. So it's spicy and it's got that cherry note, caramel. You know, very caramel forward. You know, like that typical corn forward caramel note.
Yeah, it is a corn forward mash bill from the
For sure.
taste of it.
Yeah. Totally betrays the nose, because the nose I'm expecting one thing, and this kind of just dives right into bourbon. The dryness on that is really interesting.
It's a little better on the second sip, I think.
Yeah.
Some of that dryness goes away. But yeah, the first sip, it was really dry. I mean, it presented a lot like a wine in a lot of respects. But there is definitely that bourbon nature to it once you get past the fruit and that dry nature. Lots of oak, really nice oak on this one, actually. I really like that. Definitely get some vanilla notes, but the fruit notes are really, really nice on this one.
Now I'm also getting a tobacco note on the back end of that too.
Too, now that you mention it. Like
Yeah.
broadleaf, like pipe tobacco.
Like pipe tobacco, exactly. Yeah, and I don't want to say this one's like overly sweet either.
No.
You know, this one is a little too dry to be sweet. This is a drink that's pretty thirsty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like Sahara kind of dry.
Yeah, it really is.
Really dry.
But I kind of dig that about it, though.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing in this case. Now, I've had other whiskeys where, that just hit me wrong. In this case, it doesn't. And third sip going in, calms down a little bit. That oak spice still sticks around, still really nice. Yolk hits me a little bit on the tip of the tongue and then kind of washes over.
Yes.
Not much in the esophagus or throat, which is really nice. This is one that will have you drooling.
Yes,
salivating.
Well, this is 50% ABV too.
Yeah.
And I think that really helps, pulled in a bunch of flavor with it. We just reviewed one that was a 43%, and I kind of wish that one had this ABV.
I would agree. I think it was a smart move on their part to go with the 50%, because I think at a lower ABV, the bourbon would have been completely washed out by the wine finish.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think this gives it a fighting chance. I wouldn't say that it's balanced. It's definitely skewed more towards the wine finish for me, but there's enough of the bourbon there to at least let you know it's a bourbon and give you kind of a counterpoint to that.
Now it does sort of finish with some wine tannins.
Yeah, it does.
And so it's got that little tannic note. That's not always my favorite thing, but I'm not minding it in this one.
I think there's enough going on where it's there, but it's not just killing you.
Yeah, I'm going to put
That's
a drop
a good
of water. I'm going to put a drop of water in this one just to...
I'm going to grab just a little more if that's...
Yeah, please.
Wow. Yeah, those fruit notes. So that last sip, I got like tart grape, like grape skin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
A lot of times you get plum. This one didn't really present
like
plum on that last sip.
Yeah, like a Concord grape,
Yes.
because it's got that sourness to the skin.
Yep. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last sip, the finish on it, that's what I got.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay, so on the nose I'm noticing I'm getting more of the bourbon and less of the wine finish, having added water to it.
Adding water amped up the spice on that a whole bunch. Push the fruit out of the push the fruit off to the side. I'm getting more oakiness on it, and a little more tannic on the back end too. But And then like the caramel has been reined in.
Oh, that's interesting.
I
Okay.
I could go with it either way.
I was just thinking the same thing. So for me, with the water, it brings out more of the bourbon, pushes some of the wine back, but I still get some of the fruit from the wine, but it's changed a little bit. It's more acidic almost.
Yes.
You get that on the side of the tongue, that little bit of a bite. That's kind of nice. Yeah, I agree. The barrel spice got kicked up a little bit, but it's still not unpleasant. It's not that imitation heartburn kind of thing, which I really dislike immensely.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this is pretty damn complex.
I kind of dig this one too.
Yeah, look, if you're just a typical, you like middle of the road bourbon, this is probably not going to be your thing. It's not going to be in your comfort zone. But if you're wanting to branch out and try something a little different.
And you got about a half an hour waste to get in the bottle?
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. Make sure you have a whiskey in your hands while you're trying to open this whiskey, because it's going to take a minute.
It's going to take a minute.
But I'm thoroughly impressed with that, actually.
I am too.
I dig it.
I know. This is our second Reservoir, and I don't think we've been disappointed with either one.
No, but I think this one's hitting home a little bit more for me than the first one.
I agree with that too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thoroughly impressed.
Yeah.
Well, what are you thinking on our scale? Besides, I mean, not counting how long it took to open the bottle, because that knocks it down a couple of points by itself.
Yeah. You get negative points for that. But I'm gonna go a good solid 4 on this one.
I'm with you.
I think it deserves it.
I'm inclined to agree with you. Number one, I love the fact that they did this. I like the fact that it's a wine bottle. The label looks like it's a wine bottle. The wax, all right, yeah. But the contents, holy crap, man. Again, if you want to kind of take it up a level, if you're into bourbon and you want to see what can happen with the finish, this is a good one to go with. Like I said, first sip, boy, did that wine hit hard. Second sip, however, that bourbon really starts coming in. It's just fantastic. So yeah, 4 for me as well.
All right, good one.
Good find,
one.
man.
Good find.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, we sure did. We'll catch you on the next one.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Damn.